Well, hey everybody, welcome. Today we're going to talk about our organ module. So the organ is a very unique instrument, and if you've ever played an organ, you're going to know that there's a lot of complication to it. There's even foot pedals and drawbars, and a double stacked key bed. So it has a very unique way of being played. And so trying to emulate an organ on a computer can have its challenges. And so what I wanted to talk through today is one of the solutions that we have to somewhat closely mirror what an organ might feel and sound like if you were to be playing it. So what I've pulled up on the left here is the organ module. What we're going to be doing today is just walking through this particular patch that we have. So the way I'm going to describe it is like this. So layers 1 through 6, these particular faders, these are all an organ sound, but they're all different versions of an organ sound. So on an actual organ, I have what I call drawbars, and I can pull these drawbars up and down to move frequencies in and out. Unfortunately, here we don't have quite that same setup. So what we've done instead is we've taken different kind of organ presets and put them into into an almost drawbar situation that we're mimicking with these faders. And so I'm going to play through each organ layer. You're going to hear each of them, how they sound, and then we'll talk about how we can kind of move in and out. Layers 1 through 5 are basically some different organ timbres, and then layer 6 is an organ pad. Sometimes there's some of that we're going to want to mimic as we are trying to combine an organ with a pad sound. So let's listen to this first layer here. Okay, it's a little bit bright. Let's listen to this next one. A little bit less bright, right? Layer 3. It's got a little bit of glassiness to it. We're going to look at layer 4. That's pretty dark. Let's listen to layer 5. Right, that's the strong, just really bright organ. And then let's listen to the pad. All right, so in our organ patch, as we're approaching the way to play it, what we're trying to constantly do within an organ setting is change up really just the tone of that organ. So there's a lot of songs that have maybe like a pad with maybe a darker organ tone. Or you might have a song that's just very bright organ. But we can mix and match. We can change from one sound to the next. Or mix them. right? So we're just pulling things in and out. We're playing around with the different ways that we can combine these different drawbars to come up with an organ sound. So in the organ, it can really be changing from 1 minute to the next. So in my mind, when it comes to playing organ, what you really want to familiarize yourself with is how can I adjust the tone of that particular organ. So one of the ways you can do it is this way, right? But the other way that you can do it, I thought I'd show you, is with just the piano tone knob. So let's use this really bright organ. So this tone knob is going to take frequencies in and out. So that's another way that you can do it as well. And so I think that like a combination of maybe these different drawbars using the piano tone is a way to really just dial in the exact organ sound that you're looking for. This is going to be a module that you're going to want to play with, really get yourself familiar with the different sounds of each one of these faders. And then that last fader, of course, is a pad, which is pretty common, but it's gonna take a little bit of work, a little bit of time. Don't stress. Just take your time with building out the organ, the bass organ sound that you want, and then you can add in other pieces as necessary. So that's basically the organ in a nutshell. I just want you to think of the faders as like drawbars, that the way you would on an organ, and that should give you a good idea as to how to come up with the sound that you're looking for when playing this particular instrument.